Hi, Juna. Hi, Joey. How are you guys doing today?
Doing
So
great, man.
great. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. I'm want to tell the audience, future audience, about you guys. So excited to have sibling duo Juna and Joey back on our show today. The last time they joined us, they were releasing their single "Sip It Slow," and now they have another single out. They don't waste any time. The grass does not grow below their feet. They have another single coming out. Less than 48 hours from now, Friday. Friday's always a good day, but now Friday's a single day. So you got a single coming out on Friday, 48 hours from now, called "Stop Thinking." And I just want to welcome you guys both back to the show.
Yes, we're so excited. Thank you.
Yeah, we love doing this, man. So
Awesome. Well, thank you. Um, let's start off by talking a little bit about your success with social media. So I'm looking through some of your older videos, and the two of you basically grew up on YouTube. You know, they see how people grew up on TV. The two of you grew up on YouTube, right?
That's so true. We did.
You look at those videos and you see how young the both of you were, and then you watch your music evolve, going from covers to your own songs. You watch, each of you grow like an extra foot taller, and have to widen the video screen and all that kind of stuff. So it's just fun to see that the two of you basically grew up on YouTube.
Yeah,
Um,
we gained a lot of our attention starting there on YouTube, and later on we moved to Instagram and TikTok, but that was kind of our main platform for the longest time. We would record songs in the studio and then record them on video, and then we would just post them. I think we did that. We tried to do like as many as we can, like one or two a week, and we just kind of picked the trending song at the time and did our own little rendition of it, and people loved it.
Well, that's the interesting thing. I started looking. I try to dig deep. I try not to just say, so how do you like music? And what, I mean, I try to dig deep. I do. So I was looking at some of the views that you had in some of the videos, and I'm seeing, how many people are getting to see the two of you sing your hearts out. Okay. 97,000 views. Wow, that's pretty good. Wow. 162,000 views. Fantastic. 382,000 views. Wow, these guys, and then I come across your cover of Louis Capaldi's Someone You Love. 1.3 million views. What? I mean, like, 1.3 million. That must have been the song of the week at the time. That's one of my son's favorite songs, by the way. He loves that song. You know.
Yeah, we
it's
were a little skeptical about doing like a pop song because our brand is like Juna and Joey Country Duo. But we thought, what's the harm in like branching out a little bit? Like this is one of our favorite songs at the time. It's so popular. Like I think we should just put our own little country twist on it, and do our own little thing with it. And so we did, and it was definitely a fan favorite for sure. We weren't expecting it to kind of pop off the way that it did, but we're grateful for that. Obviously, that's just so awesome.
Yeah, I think that you found a niche with that. I mean, sometimes it's good. Like I remember seeing Rascal Flatts a couple times and seeing that they would do rock songs at the end of their show. They always their encores were Bon Jovi or whatever it was. They always did like two songs that were encore songs that were rock songs, and it's just good for people to know that the two of you are diversified in what you listen to. That
yeah, it's
right?
always good to add a little spice, just something different.
Exactly. How was it to play in that grand piano? I didn't watch all these videos, but I see you playing in the grand piano, Joey. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? I mean, just this little different sound. It just feels like you're really in the mode.
For sure. Yeah, I'm used to playing the guitar, but having the piano was just different twists. And like in our house, we actually did the music video in our
Yeah,
house, and there's like a big hall, so like when we were playing it, it's very echoey, and it
It
was a perfect
sounds
fit.
like nice,
It
yeah.
sounds like a someone you loved. It's very,
it did. It sounded great. I mean, I got a compliment to both of you, and obviously you graduate into writing more of your own songs, but every once in a while throw a cover out there because it's what people found you doing. And then, now you've got your own music. And it's exciting. It's got to be exciting for the two of you to see 1.3 million views. No matter what, if you were juggling eggs or something, that 1.3 million people took the time to watch the two of you do that. I mean, they weren't, no, not starting any rumors here. They weren't juggling eggs and singing at the same time, but they just the fact that 1.3 million people, you reached their lives
I know, it's just so
for
crazy to think
anything.
about like how fast it was growing too. Like we just kind of started putting one cover up and then two and then three and four and five, and we were just seeing the growth like almost instantly. So it was definitely rewarding to see those numbers. And I really don't think that we knew how much it was at the time. Like looking back, we were like when we hit a million views, we were like, "Oh my God, this is crazy." But like when it was like 200,000, 98,000, we at that time we were just like, "Okay." what? Now that we've moved over to like TikTok and Instagram, where the numbers and the algorithm is way different, and it's like so much harder to reach that audience. It's like we're like, what were we thinking? Like we were moving numbers back then.
You
Like
really
that's
were. You
crazy.
know, my son's excited about having 78 subscribers right now, you know, and that's for where he's at right now, but he's at some, his gaming videos and everything.
Yeah.
He's excited about that. You guys, several
I just
thousand, and then
Yeah, I just don't think it like clicked, you know what I'm saying? Or like I don't
yeah,
think we realized at the time how many people that is. Like if you put them in a room,
right,
you know what I'm saying? You don't realize how many because it's just a number.
for
But
sure.
then you think about it and you're like, wow, that's just like a lot. People
Yeah,
really like, have caught attention to this.
definitely. So let's talk about the new single a little bit here. Stop Thinking. I saw the two of you co-wrote this with in-demand songwriter Bradley Collins. How did that come about?
That was so great. Bradley, he's just so iconic. He's so talented. He's so creative. And we were just so grateful to have the opportunity to write with him. And he does a lot like in the entertainment world and in the author world. So he's just such a great songwriter, and it was really great to collaborate with him on that. And it's one of our favorite songs that we've written. It definitely has more of that like different chill. I feel like it's kind of a little bit more jazzy vibe, I want to say, like not totally, but it has that kind of like,
Very
groove
somber,
to it.
very
Yeah.
Yeah,
just kind of movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. Um, I was saying before that I always like to do a little bit of deeper research. And I like to research the songwriters, the producers, and other people involved in the project, not only the artist, but who
Yeah.
you're in your circle with. So I got to say that Bradley's the reason why I'm wearing a Cub shirt today. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this Cub shirt? I'm
Yeah,
Yes,
how
gonna
about
sit
the
yes.
up a little bit
Bears?
here for a moment, okay?
The
Um,
Bears, Bears
oh
won.
my goodness, that's a whole nother conversation. What time you got till? No. But yeah, they give us heart failure for a while there. But yeah, we're happy. We're happy. Um, but so he's the reason I'm wearing the Cub shirt today. I usually wear like a country music shirt or a rock music shirt, whatever it's going to be, whatever kind of genre I'm. And I was going through his Instagram to see him a little bit more about him, and I saw that he's a Cubs fan who's come to my hometown a couple times of Chicago to see the Cubs. He was wearing a Cubs hat, a Cubs shirt. All his friends were wearing Cubs hats and shirts, so they weren't just passing through and saying, "Hey, we'll see a game." They were all in the garb, they were in
Oh
the
Yeah, you're
wow.
like, I have to wear the Cub shirt.
right. I was thinking, what kind of country shirt am I going to wear today? Say, wait, I got the Cubs shirt, and I saw that Bradley was a fan. So you let him know about that. Tell him,
I'll
hey,
tell him.
Will
I like
do.
the songwriting. I also like the sports allegiance. Yeah. So, um, when the two of you write a song together, I'm sure there's lots of crossed off melodies and rewritten chords until you get to the finished product. Now you add a third person. So how does that change the whole aura of the songwriting process?
Yeah, I feel like it just adds like the more the merrier. Sometimes like we'll come in the right, we'll have like an idea, and it takes just 10 minutes or something. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Sometimes we have an idea already there. It's good to have somebody like Bradley Collins who's been through many writes. So it's always good to have somebody that can like help you
And just bring like
just
a
bring stuff to the
different
table.
perspective of
Yeah,
Yeah.
idea.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
That's how I feel it too. I feel like the more the merrier, honestly, because then you you could tell somebody one idea and it could hit five different people in a different way than you thought. You know what I'm saying? So you get a lot of those different perspectives in the room and it just helps you create a more well-rounded idea and hook.
And I think just knowing, I read a little bit about the fact that he was a song mentor for many years, like as a mentoring to mentor people getting started in the business, a music business
Yeah.
mentor. I think most of the people that I've talked to that have songwriters outside their circle that are famous or that have written a lot of songs like that, that they always seem to be very nurturing. And yeah, I think, just from talking, oh yeah, because, you can't put pressure on a song. You can't say, okay, you write this and no, that doesn't sound good. You got to fix it. It's got to be nurturing and it's got to just happen organically. So everything I've seen or heard about the process, right? That probably put you at first you're kind of unnerved because it's someone that's had a lot of success writing songs
Yeah.
for some names, and then you go, you settle in and say on our team. He's trying to help us. There's no pressure.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's kind of about how it went down. I think it was actually over Zoom. We
Okay,
wrote.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a little bit of a different vibe there, but the
yeah.
same energy, the same feeling. Like we just wanted to get a great song, and we put our creative minds together and we just did what we do best.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the song, and I sincerely mean that because I listen. I'm a big music person. All my whole life has been music related. But like I said, you mentioned something different. Like you want to know that you do other things in life besides just music 24/7. I watched the Bears give heart failure. Uh, So I other things, but I listen to a lot of songs, and I really listen to how it's put together. I love the way the song is constructed. The verse mentions the song title, right? The verse mentions it. Then the chorus has the hook, but it doesn't mention the song title. And then until it leads up to the next verse, right? It kind of leads
Yeah.
right into that again, the song title. And then you have the super catchy bridge, and then the final chorus drives home the name of the song. I mean, I love that it's different. It's different than we always write chorus, verse, chorus. I mean, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. With
Yep.
the song name bangs you on the head in the chorus,
Hmm.
and I love that it doesn't. I love that it doesn't. It's really cool. So I think that's gonna make it stand out a little bit to people when they listen. That it's just a little bit different than the usual formula, which is a good thing. There's so many that
Yeah.
songs that are the same, and this is different.
Mm.
Yeah, different's good. We love different. We love writing like in a way that the audience wouldn't expect. You know what I'm saying? That's something that
Right.
we try to like work harder at like within the last couple of years is just no, don't do what's expected. Just do whatever feels right. You know what I'm saying?
Think
Like
outside the
even if the
box.
word
Yeah,
doesn't
think
feel
outside the box. Yeah,
yeah,
think outside the box
just
for
kind of
sure.
do whatever feels in your heart like what you should do. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Yeah, there's no formula. When I went to
Yeah.
school for music, it was like there were certain things that they would teach you in classical music, for example,
Hmm.
where you couldn't cross lines and you couldn't have
Yeah.
a chord go this way. And there's no there. I mean, I watched two saxophone players do a duet where they were stomping on hubcaps and talking into the saxophones when they played. There's nothing wrong with you do. You know what I mean? It's whatever it
Yeah.
is. Music is music. It's sound. So there
Exactly.
aren't any rules, and so you know just going outside the box. I like that. It's a really good way of saying just thinking outside the box and trying something that's different.
Yeah.
That's how songs become magic.
Hmm.
So true.
And I gotta say the harmonies on this song are killer. They're not basic harmonies. They're a little more complex, Joey. Wouldn't you say they're not just you're a third above, and third
Yeah,
below.
they're especially in the bridge,
Hmm.
and like towards the start of the chorus, like we did like a certain kind of thing, like
Yeah.
octave into a harmony.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it was just kind of different, you know.
it sounds so cool, and I don't know if the average person realizes how hard it is to nail down some of those harmonies when they're not just notes away from the other notes. When it's like a fourth or fifth or
Yeah.
seventh, a minor, whatever it is. But
Yeah.
yeah, doing something different, trying something different in the bridge and across the song, those harmonies just really pop, and they're not easy. But anyways, the harmonies are just really something, and I just want to point out that for people that don't really know music, that's not an easy thing to do. It's not. It takes
Thank
a
you.
talent. Yeah, of course. You guys
Appreciate that.
sound great. The matching of your harmony and melody. Are you planning to make a video for the song?
I we don't have like a plan set for it right now, but it's definitely one that I feel like would be really awesome to film, especially with like the whole groove of this song. It could be just
Yeah,
like really, although it's like kind of like a sad song, the melody kind of like makes it more positive feeling, and it is kind of a positive feeling. It's just about you wanting to maybe move to a different town, get a new set of faces, like just
yeah.
try something new with your
Move
life
on.
and just move on. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's kind of it is a little bit like heartbreaking because you're losing someone that's been in your life for so long and you build a connection with, but it would be
And,
cool to like paint that in a picture. It
and in the
always is with
bridge,
music
you can like
videos.
Yeah.
just be driving and then take down your Polaroid pictures and just
Uh-huh. It
out the
would.
window.
It's very visual. It could be very visual. Very yes. Throw them out the window. Rip them. No, I don't know. No, no.
I could rip it.
Yeah. So no, but I really think this song is going to be a good one for you. I love the violin entrance and the violin comes back towards the end. It just here we are dissecting and analyzing this song, so people really want to hear it on Friday. They want to know what we're talking about because we're hopefully making it
You know the
interesting for
song
them.
inside out, man.
Yeah, right. So I see you guys have a couple shows planned for the southern states where it's warm. Any plans to tour the Midwest or do any shows out here after the ice and snow melts?
Well, we're actually, I don't know if you knew this, but we actually opened a songwriting venue like 7 weeks ago, and we're actually here now. We're in like the
We're
closet
in
in the
here. That's why
office.
there's like a nasty sink I'm trying to cover.
Um, but yeah, we it's in Goodlettsville. It's called Round Here, and we serve Italian food, live music every single night, Monday through
Wow.
Sunday. and it's open from 4 to 10, and then Friday and Saturday is 4 to 11. And yeah, it's been popping. It's like the talk of the town in Goodlettsville now, and songwriters and everybody's just coming in and telling their story. So I feel like this is definitely going to help us, try to get that hit song that we're looking for, and people tell their story, and I think it's definitely going to help us move along.
So you're not gonna have time to get out of town and tour. We gotta come. We gotta come to the restaurants.
Well,
Like,
yeah, we're gonna try to like do the career and do the business side of it as well, and just try to
That's great.
manage them. But yeah, it's definitely gonna help.
I'm in the music business, but I didn't know that I'd be working in a theater where I'm having to do some cooking every once in a blue moon, not too much, or at least move tomato sauce around from one room to another. My
Yeah,
day making.
I've actually been in the kitchen doing dishes. Juna's been serving, bartending. I've been serving. We've been kind of just
doing it all.
doing it all. So
That's awesome. I hope to be able to get down there someday and check that out. That sounds great. Sounds
yeah,
great.
Thank you.
actually, and we're actually going back to Florida, and we have a show in Jupiter, at one of our local places that we play at. It's in,
It's
like I
at
said,
Tiki
yeah, Tiki
52.
52,
Okay.
and we're gonna probably play there. And then we have a folk fest, festival kind of gig, in a couple days after that,
Yep.
and then we should be back in Nashville. We're just going to the warmth, then back to the
Yep.
cold, then back to the warmth, and
Yeah.
we're just all over the place. But
Try to spend some more time in the warmth if you can when you're not, flipping raviolis or, So, well, I know you guys have a very busy morning, so I'm just going to ask you real quick. Do you have any specific music related goals? The restaurant's up and running. Any other things that you really want to get accomplished this year? You have a single out. I know we're in a single driven world right now where sometimes we don't have to take the time to write a whole album or even an EP. So, but any other types of goals this year, music related, that you are looking at?
well, I recently just got a guitar pedal, so I'm really looking forward to learning the Helix. It's called Line 6 Helix, and I really want to learn how to solo and just, learn the system, like really learn it and just kind of dive into it a lot more. And we're going to be continuing doing school. We're doing Berkeley College of Music right
Oh,
now,
great.
and we just actually did a class on Pro Tools. So we're just gonna go back. We actually learned a little bit about Pro Tools like a long time ago, and we haven't really like touched it in a while. So it's good to have it back and be able to record music and learn a little bit about it, not just be like a producer, but just have like a little bit of background about it. But yeah, so I would say like learning the guitar pedal and just working on having a good show.
I'm hoping that with the venue being open and us meeting so many new songwriters every day, pretty much. I mean, songwriters will just come in and then talk to us, and then we'll just get them up on stage and they'll just sing a couple of their songs. And I think with meeting a lot of them, we're going to continue to step outside the box and just write as much as we can and delve maybe into some different genres or different flares or flavors in some of our new songs and just kind of take that to the next level.
Yeah, we have like about like I'd say like 25 new songs that we've written over the past like couple, maybe like 3 months or 4 months. And we just don't know which ones to put out, but like I'm excited to like just really play these songs and just get like you know, a good set of them and then release them.
It's exciting to have new songs that you want to, to put out there. Know you have so many. I know
Yeah.
YouTube made that they were just talking. The only reason I remember them specifically, they said they had 99 songs that they had to pare down to 10 for an album. I
Wow,
mean,
that's crazy.
that's just they have that many done, and they have
Choice.
Yeah.
yeah, and 25 is an awful lot. It's an awful lot of songs. When you think about how long it takes to really polish one song, 25 songs to have in your back pocket is really good. Really good. So yeah, so that's great, and I really do think that you guys will you're smart-minded about the business and at the same time the music. Like you're learning about the business and how to do your own recording with the Pro Tools. Pro Tools, it's the industry standard. It's the industry standard, and it's been around for a long time, and they just keep perfecting it, and it's still the standard.
Yeah.
So that's great. Um, one more bonus speed round question just to get us off music for a quick second. I'm looking for a favorite TV or internet show series from each of you
Oh man.
when you have in your spare time when you're not cooking or singing.
I'm currently watching Sullivan's Crossing right now,
Okay.
but I mean, The Vampire Diaries is just like always a go-to for me. Like on a plane or whenever I'm traveling, I've already seen the show like twice before, top to bottom, but I'll watch it again like all the time. That's my tried and true, my go-to.
Favorite TV show. I don't really watch too much TV. I'm more of like a YouTube kind of fiend. Let me see. I like Drake and Josh. That was a good like TV show.
Family Feud.
Yeah.
Game Show Network.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Jeopardy. No.
All right. Well, I'm going to ask our future viewers to do two things. First, they got to check out the website, junanjoey.com. Make sure you put an N in there, not and, but an N.
Yes.
Okay, junanjoey.com. While you're there, check out all the great hoodies and sweatshirts they have for this time of year, and t-shirts for the summer. So you got some cool stuff that you have on there. So hopefully people listen to the music and then maybe, check out some of the apparel too. And then most of all, just be sure to check out their new single, Stop Thinking, which is being released to music fans all over the world this Friday, January 16th, in about 47 and a half hours now that we've spoken for a little while now. We're not that we're keeping track of it or anything, but you're about 47 and a half. So I thank you so much to both of you for taking time in a very busy morning. These guys have been all over the place, and it's only, 10:30 Central Time, and they've been all over the place this morning and through traffic and snow and ice, and they're talking to little old me. So thank you for that, your time, and you guys have a great, great day.
Yes,
Of course,
you too, man.
thank you.
It's always
Always
a
a pleasure.
blast.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.